Good evening. Thank you, Koshi, and thanks to the panelists. I think I got enriched by each one of them. So let's and Vignesh, God, yeah, you are helping to clean the environment. We need people like you, man,
Thanks a
because we,
lot, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
because we people pollute it, and you are there to clean it.
Uh, uh, some of the other person will do this, or group of persons will do this. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your
Okay,
appreciation,
okay,
sir.
okay. Let's get moving, right? So let me make it more interesting here. First of all, I keep hearing this word. This is a new normal. Let's get that very clear in our heads. There's nothing as a new normal. This is the normal. So there's nothing old, new, or primitive. This is the normal. Take it or leave it. Your acceptance is not required. You have to do it. So you're not given a choice here. And I can tell you one thing very, very clearly. This isn't going to recede back. In actually reality, it's going to up the ante. It's going to become more complex. So if you think that we passed the tide, then you're sadly mistaken. We've just started. This romance has just started. So a lot of things have to take place. The cleaning up is just starting. Okay, and the second is now in this volatile atmosphere, you need to prosper. So the equation is very clear. The normal is not going to change. It's going to become more uh, challenging, and you still have to prosper. Now that's an equation, whether you take it or whether you leave it. So please desist burying your heads in the sands of time, thinking that the situation will change. Nothing is going to change. You got to change, and if you can't change, thank you. The only place for you not to change is the grave. So if the business is not doing well, it's not because of the environment, it's because you don't want to do well. So let's stop blaming others for what we are supposed to do. Okay? And I hear this every day because I am into the field. The market is bad. When was the market not bad? Let me take you back to some interesting facts. When the going was good, certain companies were still doing bad. And when the things were good, certain companies were still doing good. So it's got nothing to do with the market. It's entirely to do with how you perceive your organization and yourself. If you want to succeed, then you only have choice, only to succeed. If you don't want to succeed, even God can't help you. So the only person who can help you or destroy you is you. So start it. And I like to put two words in the SMEs very, very clearly. This I tell the SMEs very. We always want to make decisions. That's a poor man's way of living. A decision is when you have alternatives. Out of two alternatives, you take one. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do that. You don't need a huge brain for that. The business guy who has to succeed has to choose things. Choosing and deciding are two different ball games. In deciding, you have options. In choosing, you're responsible and accountable for whatever you do. It's high time that we start taking accountability. I choose to eat a vanilla ice cream because I choose it. I am responsible for the consequences. So please do not go on a softer route when the going is simply getting more complex. And Darwin was absolutely right. Survival of the fittest. And I'll take a very simple example. In our case, either you change or you will be changed. So the choice is yours. And nothing comes easy in life, not even our birth. It was also a complex mechanism. So let me come back to something. Three words. I want you guys to absolutely clearly understand this. You need to change, you need to survive, and you need to thrive. This is the only three words which are going to make us successful. You have to think and act, not act and think. Let's understand these paradigms very clearly. Think and act, not act and think. Because if you don't think, your act will be nonsense. And if you start with nonsense, you will get garbage. And there is never an eraser in life given to us. You got to do things first time right. I used to work in an organization which was the world's largest logistics organization, FedEx. And the motto we had was the tagline, be right each time, every time. There was never an eraser given to us. So you autograph your work with excellence. That's the way it is. And I always say either you are number one in business or number two, or you don't exist. So you got to decide whether you want to be number one or number two maximum. And if you're anything below that, please wind it up. You're nowhere in the line. And how can you be number one? Simple logics. You know what we do? SMEs, because I work with them, we create products and we characterize our products, that our product has got these features. Who cares? I don't care what features you have. Products are not sold on what, they are sold on why they are created. What is that why you have? Apple changed the paradigm of the mobile and the music industry. They never compared. They went on gap analysis. We work on need analysis. Two different things. And when you come on need analysis, you work on price. And when you work on price, you autograph your obituary. Because someone is going to make that product much less than what you can even dream of. We don't have a value proposition. I'll take a very simple example. I was really amazed and inspired by some of the guys who said that in the agriculture field, there's an automation which has taken place. You look the market size you have. Are you selling a need or you're selling a gap? Are you selling a product or you're selling productivity? Are you selling a solution or are you selling a branding for the organization? Just think about it. The whole ball game changes. You don't sell a product. If I was them, I would go to a corporate and say, hey guys, I'll give you a solution about a farm. Let's join together. I'll give you innovative techniques and the best quality vegetables will come. And I'll send it to your office and your homes of your employees so that they are nutritively enhanced. The ball game changes, man. Every organization today looks at giving their employees the best. And what more on the food, which consumes 38% of our budget? Think about it. The whole positioning changes. Am I right? Whether you're in Kerala and you get to about 20 odd companies and say, hey guys, we can do this for you. You're hitting at the emotional need of a person. Am I right? For God's sake, identify the need, yeah. Just because you got a product doesn't mean it's going to sell. And stop selling your product. Make it as something imperative for him, not as a substitute to something. Point your words properly and the market opens up. Yeah. The same thing with the batteries. A huge market, a huge recycle market. Yeah. There are companies who got flush with CSR funds. They're looking at options and they want to get brownie points on environment. Make a value proposition for both of them. Let them own up or subsidize some of these electric those autos and all, and get a branding that we are a very human company. Well, I make money also. Yes or no? The job of every business is to make money. And if you can't make money, please close the business. Get out of this rut that we are doing a service. You're not doing any service. Your organizations are made to make money ethically. And if you can't, please sit back home. And no one will allow you to sit back home because they will say, first get the revenue. So in any case, you have to earn money. Yes or no? I'm amazed when I talk to the SMEs. Someone did well, I want to copy him. Hey, God, yeah, you are dead from the day one. Yes or no? You're copying others. Where is your thinking faculties of the brain? They've gone to take a walk. And I'll ask a very simple question to all of you here. When was the last time you did the thing for the first time? You got to continuously reinvent your portfolio. We come out with one solution and then we say, Eureka, that's dead. The moment it comes out, someone will do it better than you. You've got to be on the billboard, continuously rehashing and coming out with solutions to the problems which don't exist today. That's an entrepreneur. That's known as gap analysis. That's known as visioning. Am I right? When I give this example here, idli is a damn idli only. But when I go to Chennai, there are 30 types of idlis here. That damn idli changes to damned idli. And the guy, I remember one of the shop eatery I went, he charged like anything because he said, I have a special idli. Where? So where is the speciality in all of us? When I was looking at the presentations, where is that energy in you? You guys must have the capacity and the tenacity to touch, move, and inspire others. When you talk, there should be a pin drop silence. All right? Talk with logics and get out of this emotional. Business and emotions don't go together, and they never will. It's plain and simple. Either you win or you lose. Am I clear about this? And let me tell you, what has happened with this new normal? We are still eating. The fuel levels have come back. Right? You have money in your banks right now because you can't spend. Malls are closed. The day malls are open, you'll go there. Yes, we've lost 48 lakh jobs, and we should. For those guys whose skills don't match. How many of us have redefined and rehashed our skills during this time? Have we done a continuous management education? Have we drawn our business model on a paper again? Have we looked at new market segments? Have we identified new products? Have we created prototypes? 6 months, twiddling thumbs and waiting for things to happen. Yes or no? They will never happen. Just to give you one statistics, maybe that will excite all of you. In the last 5 years, the rate of change has been more than the last preceding 95 years. The world is moving at a obnoxious acceleration. Am I right? You can't even stop. So you got to accelerate more and more again. Have we done that? Think about it. I'm amazed because I go for these meets and these talk shows. Gloom and doom. That's all. I think gloom and doom is the first thing to boom. I'll give you my example here.